Stop. Just don't say anything, please. We're going to do probable cause. I want to know what happened, and then we'll go from there. All right, you ready?
Yes, just one moment, sorry, so, all right, good, Judge. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop for illegal intent. I will preface to you, Judge, there are no further facts. Traffic intent. Upon contact with the defendant, the law enforcement officer noticed the strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle. When the law enforcement officer asked for insurance, the defendant opened the glove compartment and law enforcement saw a bottle of methazine in plain view.
Yeah.
The officer then conducted a probable cause search that revealed a handgun in between the center console and the passenger seat where the defendant was sitting. The defendant stated that the gun was hers, and that's all I have.
Were you here? I guess you didn't. We were here Friday, same thing on Friday. We've got tent and nothing else.
I was here Thursday with the illegal tent, but they don't actually, there was nothing reported that they did, but they don't grading up when they do traffic stop.
Miss Abear, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward with your case. You have an open felony case. It's very possible that if you continue to pick up cases, they revoke that bond, put you in jail, and make your bond sky high. Do you understand? While you're on bond, you're supposed to live as if you have a halo above your head. And when you don't, there are serious consequences. Get a clue. Do you understand? All right, please take a seat. You are a Richard Lozano.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lozano, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, the law enforcement officer paced a vehicle going 50 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone and initiated a traffic stop. The defendant passed several safe locations below before finally doing so. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant and noticed red, watery, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the odor of an alcoholic beverage. As standard sobriety tests were conducted, the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues in the HGN, 4 to 8 on the walk and turn, and 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The law enforcement officer also observed poor balance and the odor of an alcoholic beverage from the defense person once out of the vehicle. The defendant refused to consent to a specimen, and a blood warrant was obtained and executed.
Okay, any prerogative, guys?
Thank you, Your Honor, and the driver's license is eligible.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir. I have an attorney.
Oh, you have a lawyer now?
Yes, sir.
Nobody's attached, Judge.
Trey, you got anything? Are you, who did you hire?
Mr. Santana, Israel.
Israel?
Yes.
Okay, do you know if he's going to be here today?
Not off the top of my head. He's supposed to be here, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's do this. Oh, we don't have Breachaw here. Oh,
Judge, I sent an email requesting one.
okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're going to have you take a seat while we get pretrial services here. If you do have a lawyer that comes on and signs on your case, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with the lawyer. If the lawyer tells you they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you've gone AWOL, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my city, it will not go well for you. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's have you sign. We'll have you take your seat and we'll be back with you momentarily. What page was it?
Price is on page 15.
All right, good morning, Mr. Price. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a crash and observed a motor vehicle with damage that had struck a barricade. The officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. The defendant was identified by his Louisiana driver's license and the officer observed the odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and a disoriented demeanor from the defendant. The officer also observed swaying, staggering, and stumbling. The defendant admitted to consuming alcohol prior to driving and being the operator of the vehicle. SFSTs were conducted where the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, 3 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant consented to a breath test and blew 0.173 and 0.165.
Okay, do you mind running an NCIC so we know his criminal history, see if he has any priors, and then whether the license is valid, please? Mr. Price, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is a Louisiana driver's license, Your Honor. I'm not seeing on here where they state that it is valid or invalid. There's nothing to suggest that it is invalid. As far as criminal history, don't believe he has any criminal history.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and liability insurance in your name as well. And that is also a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you do not have either, then you're not allowed to drive. And I'm going to take serious if, matters if you do. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, I have an attorney.
You have an attorney now? What's going on? Oh, okay, so let's do this. We will wait for your lawyer to get here so that we can have him sign on and then get a date. For now, I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you go to the proof shop for your bond conditions and then just take a seat. Don't leave until your lawyer gets here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Officer Gallo with Judge here on Friday. He sent him down to get a UA. Everything is clean, Judge. Came back clean.
Is he here?
He is your honor. Yeah, but call up. He is Spanish speaking, by the way, Judge.
Yeah, bring him up, please. Does he have a scram right now? Does he have a scram? Okay, I'm putting him on scram.
I was gonna visit with you as well, just because we spoke about a resolution on the case.
You want to,
We may be able to be
are you going to release today? Or not today?
Saturday.
I'm not doing, not if, if you're saying time served,
That's what the city. But of course, we want.
it's a second and he's got bond violations, It's like he's gonna wrap his car around a tree. That's what I don't
My
want.
only concern, Your Honor, is that we have had situations happen already where people who are on supervision
I understand, I get it, but I'm not gonna,
and getting picked up, Judge.
I can't show favoritism. And
No, I
me doing that when I don't do it for, it's,
Can our client potentially lead? certain
no,
conditions?
there's nothing that no. I mean, I'm okay with probation, but I'm not, sorry, Mario. Si tú tomas de nuevo, te voy a poner en la cárcel y no me importa qué excusa que tú tienes. Te voy a poner algo en tu tobillo ahora para ver si tomas de nuevo. ¿Me entiendes, Méndez? La próxima vez tú te quedes conmigo. No me importa qué excusa tienes. Toma asiento. Heard it already?
No, I have not. I'm filling in for Brad today, but
Eric?
I did, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
The name is Price.
Yes.
Do you mind reading it out? I didn't realize he had a lawyer, so I found PC.
It's okay. He just hired over the weekend, so we're working on filing all of the documents and stuff, but
I did just no drugs, no alcohol, random UAs, that's it. The standard conditions.
perfect.
Okay, ready?
Might as well.
Yes, Your Honor. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a crash and observed a motor vehicle with damage that had struck the barricade. The officer observed the defendant to be the driver and the sole occupant of the vehicle. The defendant was identified by his Louisiana driver's license. The officer observed the odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and disoriented demeanor from the defendant. The officer observed swaying, staggering, and stumbling from the defendant. And the defendant admitted to consuming alcohol prior to driving and being the operator of the vehicle.
Where do we go?
Standardized field sobriety tests were conducted, where the officer witnessed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, 3 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant considers the breath test is going to be 0.173, 0.165.
Nothing on PC still.
So
Thank you,
just,
though.
I mean, he's ready to go with you after he meets with the breach on whatever.
Perfect. And I do have one more on your docket today. Dennis is the last name, Allison. Just still waiting on a PTI appeal answer. So
Let me see.
need to wait for an answer. I did start getting some emails back from Ashley guys last week, but not on this one.
How long have we been waiting on it?
I submitted it March 7th.
Do you have anywhere else to go?
I have an off docket in 8, but after that I'm done today. Light Monday.
Email address. I don't mind.
Casey, Kacie.
Okay.
Okay,
Texas now.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to get stuff anyways, so I'll email now. I'll include Blaze, and then let's set you off a week. Hopefully, everything will be done by then, and then we'll get you. If you get the contract between now and then you need more time, just let us know. We'll give you more.
Okay, she hasn't done a TRAS or anything yet because we're still just
Okay,
waiting.
so
for the
let's set it a
answer.
week. Her parents mandatory for next week,
Okay,
then hopefully it's either way.
right. We can
Yeah.
get somewhere going. Okay, thank you, Judge.
Right, thanks.
Judge, I do need to let you know something before we begin. This client had, I can't remember what kind, he was a victim of a violent crime. And he understands what's going on, but you might need to slow down a little bit right now. Thank you.
Okay, what is his last name?
Hernandez, and it's Anthony, Your Honor. He has 2 cases.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez.
Buenos días, señor Hernandez.
Buenos días, señor.
Good morning,
Was
sir.
charged with 2 very serious cases. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were also charged with tampering with a government record. You just had a tampering dismissed 2 weeks ago, and now you have another one.
Tiene otra.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. On the tampering case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your DWI, you are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
On March 16th, 2025, an officer observed a vehicle and ran the tag that observed and which was found to have no return. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer observed the defendant with slow roll and missed multiple opportunities to safely pull over. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the odor of alcoholic beverage from the vehicle. The officer also observed 2 40-ounce glasses of Modelo, both open and a quarter%.
Drinking while driving?
Los que estabas manejando.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
The officer
El
requested the
oficial
defendant
pidió
exit the
que el
vehicle and
demandado saliera del
the
vehículo y fuera
The
detenido.
defendant declined to answer any questions and certain response right tests were conducted. The officer observed 6 out of 6 on the HGN, 5 out of 8 on the walk return, and 2 out of 4 on the one-leg stand.
Para el
The
señor
defendant consented to
el
a breath
demandado
test,
de
and
un
the results of which were
resultados serán
0.135 and
135
0.133.
133.
While at JPC, the defendant admitted that the identification card provided was fictitious. The officer reviewed the identification card and
Tarjeta de identificación y
the identification card
la
had
tarjeta de
a
identificación
fictitious
tenía
date of birth,
una fecha
and his first name was listed as his middle name.
fecha
The
de
card had no
nacimiento
fault.
y su nombre
It was also very flimsy, and the lettering was not consistent with normal federal identification.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I would hope that you recognize it's damn elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt of court hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. You are not allowed to drive.
Manejar.
Do you
¿Me
understand?
entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Is he here on an asylum claim? Does he have status here?
Judge, I'm not sure if asylum is the right word, but he does have an avenue through immigration based on him being the victim of the violent crime.
Not in this country with permission, and you go to jail. What happens?
¿Qué pasa?
Como dice la pregunta,
What was the question?
por favor.
Please.
¿Qué pasa si tú andas a la cárcel y inmigración te encuentra? ¿Qué pasa?
Va a ser deportada.
That's what you need to think about when you're out there in the free. You're ordered now not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to put a monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming. This is the promise that you're going to be signing with me, Mr. Hernandez. And I want you to understand, I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand me?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
¿Seguro?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
If you were here because you were a victim, or if you were a victim of a violent crime, you have no clue what happens in our jails on a daily day basis.
Claramente.
There are some parts of the jails that are so bad, officers won't even go. Keep that in mind when you're out there, because if I find that you break any of these bond conditions, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you will get a detainer and you will sit there and you will be stuck like Chuck until these cases are over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You get no more warnings from us. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you will get with breach off of your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Be very careful. No more warnings, Mr. Hernandez. Okay, thanks. For the time